everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 83. Wow! Yes, indeed. I am your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I am your co-host, Flex.
And we would like to say, give me a T.
T.
Give me a T. Gizzle! Mr. tgizzle is our guest. Yoo-hoo. What's going on, T?
Yeah.
Nothing much. There's more than just the letter T in my name.
Well, tgizzle. It's like I divide your name has two letters, the T and the gizzle.
Is Yam Juice, not Yam Juice, is Flex rocking Beats by Dre?
Yeah.
Wow.
I spend a lot of time at night. I have chronic insomnia, and I listen to a lot of music. So my wife bought me a pair so I'd have something decent to listen to.
Are they good headphones?
Yeah, they're very dynamic. The sound is good. You don't have to crank them way up to get some bass, and you got to be careful, man, because they will damage you. You will damage your hearing.
Well, they also could shake your brain up into a couple of different chunks, which has happened to Flex.
Yeah.
His has been scrambled a little bit.
Yeah, my brain's
I got a headset I use for gaming, just exclusively gaming, not really music, on TV too, but this is actually a pair of Turtle Beaches.
Which number is that?
These are X32s.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, those are better than the ones I use. I use X12s, which are wired.
Yeah, these are wireless. The sound quality is really good on these. I use this whenever I watch movies on Netflix or on my Xbox. So,
all right. Well, that's one thing you can do with the Xbox One. You don't have to have any games for it. You can watch Netflix.
Yep. I watch it. I've been what I've been mostly doing with my Xbox One when I'm not playing Battlefield 4 is I've been watching Netflix or I've been watching YouTube, and I've connected the YouTube app on my Xbox to both my phone, my smartphone, and my PC. So I can go on the YouTube app on my phone, and then I can pick the video, and then it'll play it on my TV. So.
Oh, cool.
Then I can do the same thing on my PC. So I can pick a video while I'm on my computer, and then it'll start playing on the YouTube app on my Xbox. So.
Now, how do you set that up?
Well, you go for just the website. You go to YouTube. You go to YouTube settings, and you go to it's under settings and connected devices, and then you go to the YouTube app and you go to pair a device, and then it gives you a code. And then you put the code in on the website.
Hang on,
your camera.
Peaches, I'm going to actually kill you if you don't shut up.
Hey, Yam, your camera is fucking up, man. It's going from blurry to clear to.
It's just kind of staying kind of blurry and kind of dark for me. I think it's just maybe his connection tonight. I don't think it's his camera.
It probably is.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're kind of locking up a little bit for me.
Now it went dark. Now it's light.
Sorry, it's looking okay on this end. Well,
it'll be
as long as it looks okay on your end, man. That's
okay.
All
As
that
long
matters.
as you guys can see me good enough so we can interact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. It's just a little different than usual.
You look marvelous.
Okay, I'm looking good.
But it's all done by code. So you just you pair a device. You go to pair device, and then you enter the code on your computer, and then I think it's vice versa. And it's the same thing for your phone. You go to connect device, and then you put in a code.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
So basically, it's like using your phone or your computer for a remote for your Xbox, and also with Smart Glass, the app for smartphones for Xbox One. It's basically a full on remote controller. So if I'm going to play my Xbox without the intention of playing a game, you can use my smartphone, go to Netflix, and pick up my movies that way.
I got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a smartphone, just look up Xbox One Smart Glass.
Hang on.
And the touchscreen, on your phone, just works as as your controller. So you swipe left, and it's this way and that way, and you tap it for A. So you swipe, select. Yeah.
Cool.
So
all right.
It saves battery life on your controller, and I have a really cool story about the controller. So I got this around December 20th, like my first the Xbox and the controller, and I used the batteries that came in with the controller.
Mm-hmm.
And the batteries finally died, like from using it from December 20th to about January 18th or 19th. So it lasted me a month. The batteries.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Wow, no shit.
And I don't think it was a bad. I mean the battery. I mean, your Duracell that came with the controller, but like I guess the way this controller is designed, it really is conservative on battery life.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. I just put some new Duracell Quantum batteries in it. They have with the compressed or the high density core. It's the new kind of battery. I don't know.
Now the PS4, that's got the internal batteries. You have to charge it.
Right, it's got an internal battery.
And that thing sucks juice down like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah, don't have to tell me about it. It's like
Right, but at least you don't have to, buy batteries for those.
true.
That's true.
Well, it's great that it charges with a micro USB. So it's like the same one that I use to charge my cell phone. I just charge, the controller.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one I like better though. If I like a really super long battery, or if I like a short rechargeable. So.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
I guess it's just friends.
Buy your batteries in the big pack.
Or you can buy rechargeable batteries. Or
Yeah.
You can. Although the rechargeable ones are the ones that kind of tend to not last that long between the charges.
Well, like I have this thing. I don't use it much anymore, but it's it's like a Intercell. It's a Intercell charger, and basically the way it works, you plug it in and then you charge in your batteries and pairs it too. It takes AA's and AAA's. So what I would do for this for a very long time, I used this for about a year. I would use AA's for my Xbox 360. Well, this is Xbox One, my controller, and I use a AA's for the headset, for the wireless headset.
There you go.
But I use those same batteries for over a year, so I burned up at like all the cells. So like those batteries are dead. So I have to go out and buy some new rechargeable batteries. The recharge thing still works. This still works, but like I have to buy actual batteries again for this.
Right. They don't live forever.
It lived for a year, probably like a year and a half. So like it was good while it lasts. I just need to get more batteries for it.
What's something like that cost?
I think I got this for around maybe. I had someone else pick this up for me, but I think it was around $20 or $30.
That's not bad.
It wasn't expensive. It wasn't super expensive. It saved a lot of money in the long run.
Well, yeah, for what you'd save in buying batteries, I mean.
Yeah.
Or you can just pay the extra $20 and get a charge and play kit. But I don't know. The old 360 charge and play kits were kind of a hassle, but I hear the new ones aren't that bad.
Yeah, I don't got a rechargeable thingy bopper on mine. I just use the regular batteries. Whatever.
I went rechargeable on mine. I bought the Duracell rechargeable kit.
Well, did you get the kit from Xbox? That with the okay.
The charge play kit.
No, I got it from I got it from GameStop. It's a Duracell.
Ah, okay. So Trent, what do you do for your headset and communicating on Xbox One?
Well, it's a mix between the Kinect and the communicator. What I've been doing for like when I play Battlefield, because I kind of like having the control of muting myself when I want to with the little communicator. I have it right here. Oh, hang on.
You're talking about that little cheap thing that comes with the Xbox One?
I have it right here. The cable fell behind my
Ladies and
case.
gentlemen, meet tgizzle's belly. This is tgizzle's belly.
Yeah, this is the communicator that came with the Xbox One.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you call it the communicator.
And this part right here is what I like a lot about it, because I can mute myself and adjust the volumes. But with the Kinect, see, the only problem I have with using Kinect as a chat device is that there's no way to mute yourself, because I have people come in my room a lot, talk to me.
Right.
And also, I also sometimes I just like playing multiplayer games by myself. I like listening to podcasts or music.
Right.
And that plays through my Kinect. I don't want my music or people blaring through my Kinect. And there's no way to really mute yourself that I know of with the Kinect, unless you want to go all the way to settings, which you have to leave the game for, and turn off the chat. And then if you turn chat off for Connect, and you can't join a party and talk with your Connect or do a Skype call with Connect.
Right.
So that's a little annoying. So what I like to do is I like to turn this, plug this in when I play multiplayer and have it play to my speakers, which is okay, and that's just for games. But because I don't have a adapt, because this is just for 360 controllers.
Right.
Just cable.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
they don't have the adapter.
are you handy with a soldering iron? Do you have a soldering iron?
No, I don't have a soldering iron. I probably wouldn't be able to. I remember you telling me that you can solder the cable and it would work for Xbox One.
Right. Here's the. I have a control freak on here. Here's the little doodad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I sliced mine right here. Okay, and I put a doodad on it. A thing.
Oh, with a
Yeah.
plug-in.
It's not the prettiest job in the world, but here's my talkback cable for my regular Xbox 360. Boom, works like a motherfucker. Now there's instructions all over online that you can do that with, but you just have to get a soldering iron.
I mean, I would, but I wouldn't trust myself to do that because I don't really have any kind of experience with a soldering iron. I mean, if I knew someone who's good enough, I would.
I wouldn't try it either.
Yeah.
But I probably would just buy the adapters. Probably not gonna be that expensive. Probably anywhere between like $5 and $10, probably.
Yeah, if they would ever put them for sale.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably still working that out.
Mid-February, I heard. No.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, PS4 has still got just as fucked up of shit. It's even worse. They give you a little earbud with an inline mic.
It's so dumb.
It's
like, this is good. Like this little thing, just like it's much louder than the old communicator.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Much louder, and the audio quality coming, like my quality is really nice. Like the sounding sounds better than Connect. The Connect's not bad this time. Like you can use it for game chat, and it doesn't. It's not like
it's usable. It's like the last Connect.
But
you
this does sound better. This does sound better than the Connect by a little bit. It's more clear.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what I noticed is that with the new communicator, game chat sounds as good as party chat did on the 360.
Yeah.
I
sounds
think.
good.
Yeah. But then, like on the old 360, like game chat quality kind of varied between game, though.
Yeah, it had to do with the developer, didn't it?
Yeah, like I'm not really sure like what exactly they did, but I know compared like to most games, Call of Duty had the nicest sounding game chat. Like Call of Duty's game chat quality was about party chat quality, but I know for a lot of other multiplayer games, game chat didn't sound great. Like Battlefield's game chat, Battlefield 3 game chat on 360 did not sound great. It sounded pretty bad.
No, it wasn't that good.
But I know most, like a lot of popular games with their game chat was good, like Halos and Call of Duties. I know their game chat sounded just about as good as party chat usually. But on Xbox One, I haven't even thought about that because I don't even like notice a difference. But I've only played one multiplayer game so far, which is Battlefield 4. So
Cool. So I heard a rumor that next month that Xbox is going to have a patch to fix a lot of the dashboard and user interface problems that it has now. Because getting into a party chat and all that stuff is way easier on Xbox 360.
yeah.
I mean, they already perfected that long time ago, and then when the Xbox One came out, it's like
They fucking broke it.
clunky and weird, and it's
I don't think they really broke it. I think they just experimented with the format because they're trying to get used to the whole tile thing. But like, I feel like they're going to perfect this really soon. Like with the whole, because like the interface isn't bad. It's just a little more. It's a little too complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah, those tiles is like, well, they designed it so you can do gestures and swipe the tiles.
Yeah, it's cool. Like put your hand up and you see your little hand and you get to grab your screen and then.
Yeah, that's why they do the tiles.
Well, I mean, they did the tiles because that's the UI they're going for between Windows Phone, I have a Windows 8 computer, Windows 8, and this. Like, they're trying to make it all the same experience, which I like that they're going for that. Actually, like that makes me almost kind of want to own a Windows Phone. Except for I had a friend who owns a Windows Phone, and I would maybe want to get one. It's just that like on his Windows Phone, it made every app really bland looking. It was really annoying because everything it looked like. Like if you have an Android phone or even an iPhone, like the apps look like themselves. They're unique. Like Facebook is blue and has its style.
Right.
And everything has its own style because like it's developed. But like on Windows Phone, everything looked like a web page, even though it was an app. I just didn't like that, like the app, like the way
that sounds weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Like it wasn't my phone; it was his phone. But whenever I played with it, I was like, "This is kind of ugly."
I'm sure that there probably is some very nice integration. If you have a Windows Phone and you have a Xbox One, there's probably some nice things that you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I got a Windows 8 computer and an Xbox One, and I have Windows games. Windows 8 has a whole game store, and and you can link your gamer tag to that. So any gamer score you earn on games you can only buy on Windows 8 would transfer over to the same gamer tag. It's like so. Like I sign in with the same credentials I use in to sign in with my Xbox and my computer, so it's all connected, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, they did that a while ago. That's cool. I kind of like that integration too.
So, and I have smart glass on my smartphone, so my phone and my Xbox and my computer are all connected that way.
Okay, so you like your Windows 8. I bought Anna a computer for a laptop for Christmas, and it has Windows 8 on it. It's like, it makes me want to tear my hair out.
Well, I just stay at the desktop. Like, the charm can be. I mean, like the whole tile menu can be cool if you want to use it. Like, my girlfriend has a Windows 8 laptop, and she only uses the whole tile section. She never uses her desktop. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It works, and it's better for laptops. I think, like especially if you have like a touchscreen laptop, it works better.
Yeah, this is not a touchscreen laptop, so yes.
I have a desktop PC, so like I just stick to the desktop, and I never really use the tile menu ever. So.
Now, do you have Windows 8 because you have a relatively new PC, or did you upgrade?
No, it's a relatively new PC. I would probably just install Windows 7, but I'm kind of like now actually having Windows 8 and having Windows 8.1, I would probably rather have Windows 8.1 on any computer I have now, honestly.
Wow. You know, I noticed, I think they've done something under the covers with like the memory management and the utilization of the memory. Because it seems like, I mean, obviously the PCs are faster, but it seems like the OS
definitely the OS, like that's a thing they did. Like the OS is designed to run faster and use less memory than previous versions of Windows.
And I noticed too on my laptop that the power options, you know, the power management seems to work better. I get more battery time out of my laptop now.
Well, I've never used a Windows 8 laptop myself. I have a Windows 8 PC, so I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah. Well, Ann now has a more updated computer than I do, so. I've got my good old 2011 laptop here, so.
Yeah, but when you bought that was a smoking system.
Oh yeah, it was a hot shit gaming computer when it's still are pretty decent. i7, 12 gigs of RAM. It has a NVIDIA card in it that's better than the one that's in hers.
That sounds like a pretty beefy computer.
It was super beefy back in 2011.
I mean, it's not extremely beefy now, but that's definitely like can play most games still.
Yeah, I can. I looked up the video card. There's probably not too many things that I can't run on high or whatever. But so yeah, do you play any PC games these days?
Just casual kind of indie stuff, like the newest Steam game I got around Christmas was The Binding of Isaac, made by the same guys who made Super Meat Boy. That's pretty fun. Okay. And I don't play, like most of my gaming is on console, but I do occasionally play some games on PC like Minecraft and Terraria. I play some Killing Floor, Gary's Mod, stuff like that. Just games that aren't extremely taxing on my computer because my computer isn't fully to the point where I want it to yet, and I don't have the money to fully upgrade it.
So what about DayZ? The standalone.
That's a little too much for my computer to handle.
Is it really?
So, yeah, like I like my computer has a good CPU and a good amount of RAM. It just doesn't have I haven't bought a video card for it.
Was it got like one of those integrated 3000 or 4000 Intel graphics or something?
Yeah, it's got and it just builds into the motherboard graphics card.
Yeah.
Well,
The ones that they have now are much better than the integrated graphics cards that they had a few years ago. I mean, you can actually
it's better, but like it's not even that the video card itself is bad. It's just that the integrated video cards don't have a lot of video RAM.
Yeah, the new integrated ones, I think that they designed some special bus for it to expedite and allow for more throughput. But I don't know a lot about it. I just saw a blip on it when I was looking at a tech magazine.
Like for my computer though, like the state it's in now, like all I would need to do to play a whole bunch of new like more games would be just a video card, and then the next step would be a new CPU. Like my CPU is 2.5 gigahertz. It's not terrible, but it's not the best either.
Well, that's enough. It's usually the graphics card that's the bottleneck.
Yeah, it's usually a graphics card, but like so like I like the first step is to get a video card and I'll be able to play most games on Steam, and then the next step would be to get a new processor, new CPU to play pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So, but the $500 investment for my Xbox One was, a little bit of a stretch right now.
Oh,
so
yeah, no doubt.
So I'm just gonna like focus on games on this for definitely this next year, and then maybe around maybe around the holidays this year, maybe use some money I get during the holidays, maybe order a video card this time around.
Yeah, because the new video cards will come out, and the other ones will get cheaper, so you'll get more for your money if you get it later.
Definitely, like, be able to get one, like, around $150, probably, they'll do the trick. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on what I find.
Now, are you confident dicking around with that kind of stuff, setting it up? And
yeah, I was in a whole IT class for one of my years in high school.
All right, so you're comfortable dicking around with the insides of them.
Yeah, I would have been certified in IT Essentials, but I just never took the certification test at the end of the year.
Oh, you didn't take the test?
Yeah. I finished the class and I passed. I just didn't take the final certification test. So it was like I didn't feel like studying for it.
Oh,
I didn't take the class to get the certification. I took the class because I was interested in help me expand my computer hobby.
You wanted the education, not
he wanted the education. That's right.
You wanted the education, not the piece of paper that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, because I'm not ever going to probably work in IT, and if I ever later in life did want to work in IT, I'll just redo the course. It doesn't take very long.
Yeah.
And and IT Essentials doesn't get you too many jobs anyways. Like that's just basic.
Yeah. See, but, I did IT for 20 years, 18 years, something like that. I was a network administrator and a network designer. So
yeah, but in that class, I opened up a lot of PCs, took them all apart and put them all together. So
did you? See, doing that's the best thing you can do to get up to speed on how all that shit works together. Is take a PC, gut it, completely take it apart, motherboard out, everything, and put it back together. And it's
we never took out the motherboards because that's kind of just a hassle. But we took everything off the motherboard though and just put it back.
Yeah.
We took the fan, the RAM, every expansion card out.
All the components.
Yeah, all the power supply. We took everything out and put it all back together. But PCs I was working on in that class were a bit older, between around 2004 to 2006, and my case is newer. So I've had no need to open up this case. So I don't know how to open up this case. But when the time comes, when I need to open it up, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so, well, that's not the biggest problem, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've never really messed with the insides of a newer computer. So, when the time comes, I gotta make sure I know I know what I'm doing, but I just gotta make sure I don't mess anything up that I wouldn't know about this new computer or its new case. I mean, It's just newer. I'm just not experienced with newer computers.
The newer case, no big deal, and the guts are the same.
Yeah, usually newer cases actually have pops, kind of like you just slide it out of place, not screws.
Yep.
So I think that's how this one is. I don't think to open up the case you need to unscrew anything. I think you just need to slide something out of place and open it up that way.
Believe me, as a PC tech, when they came out with the cases that you could snap apart and
the hard drives that
you could just pop in modularly, that was one of the happiest days of my life. Because there is nothing worse than sitting there with these little dinky tiny screws that you can't use a magnet with. on a hard drive because
Yeah, you would screw up the hard
and you're sitting there trying to hold this little dinky screw and screw it in, and it was like, man, that used to just drive me nuts.
And then it's also really awful if you lose one of those screws.
Yeah,
It's so tiny.
or if you lose it, if you're working on the system and it drops on the case in the motherboard somewhere, you got to find that screw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
can't
you can't.
You can't just leave it in there.
No, you ruin something that way.
So, did you have one of those little powered screwdrivers?
Yeah, we used Skill used to make one that was just a straight power screwdriver, and then you just pop in. You could use different bits on it, just like any screwdriver, and it saves a lot of time. Obviously,
Is the M frozen on your end, Flex?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Are you moving on your end? Yeah.
I'm moving. I'm holding up my hands. Do you see my hands?
Well, hands frozen in front of your face on my screen like this.
Yeah, you're froze.
Okay, I'm gonna try turning it off and restarting it on my video. Let's see if that works. Okay. All right. Am I trying to come on?
Yep.
It's loading. Yeah, you're not frozen, but it's still kind of,
It's a little. There it goes. It's kind of acting a little flaky, but
it's okay.
Okay. All right. There we go. So, how good is your internet? I got the standard Comcast that most people I know have. Is yours extra good, extra bad?
Mine, as of right now, is extra good because a few months ago, I had AT&T, really didn't like the service, and I convinced my household to bundle everything under Comcast because what we were doing, I don't know why. I mean, some people made some dumb decisions, I guess. We had AT&T for the phone and the internet, and we had Comcast for the cable. And I knew Comcast's internet service was better and would have been better, and I was right. And I was trying to convince everybody, like, well, why don't we just bundle everything under Comcast, and we'll either save money or spend the same amount and get a better quality service. And eventually, my grandmother listened, and now we have everything, the internet and the cable and the phone all in a Comcast. And she's paying the same amount, but she's getting more channels, which is fine for her because she watches TV, not me. So she gets more channels through Comcast, paying the same amount she did before, and I get better internet service. Like my up range is anywhere between 9 and 12, and my download's like in the 20s. Like I can't remember. It's anywhere like 30s to 40s or 20s to 30s. I can't remember.
Oh, that's
it's a really
good.
good download.
You get between 9 and 12 up?
Yeah, I get between 9 and 12 up, and I get like really high downloads. So I don't.
Yeah.
But it's a really good download, really good up. So
I get 12 to 15 up and between 50 and 60 down.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'm getting like about 5 up. It's like down is probably about the same as you guys, but I gotta go talk to Comcast and get a better router or modem or rather.
I'm also using Wi-Fi for my PC because I don't have the main line in my room. So, but the router's like right through this wall, so it's like not really drastic for me.
So what about the X-Bone? Have you got that hardwired or Wi-Fi?
Oh, that's Wi-Fi too.
Okay.
Yeah, and the router's just right through this wall on a shelf.
Well,
so
you know what you should do? You should drill a little hole so you can stick a network cable in there.
Yeah.
How does it work? I mean, is the wireless pretty good? I mean,
the wireless is good. Like I don't have any problems with my internet.
Okay.
So when you're playing, you don't feel like you're getting lag, but then when you're playing Battlefield 4, it's hard to tell, right?
It only lags bad on the bad maps on Battlefield 4. Like there's two really I mean all the maps are fun, but what I mean by bad, I mean like bad as in they lag almost every time you play the map. And like I guess I'm not really sure what causes it. It's just like a few of the maps are glitchy and buggy to the point where like it slows down the whole game and it's like almost unplayable for most of the time you play the map.
Well, that's what I've heard. Is there problems like that?
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you been having a lot of problems with it, or has it been working pretty good for you?
At first, I got it in December when I got the Xbox. When I got it then, it was pretty bad. I could play about I could play it with no problems about 70% of the time, probably a little less than that. But as of right now, like there's no problems really. Like as of today, like it's totally worth getting out and playing. So
because I had it for, I got a PS4, and I would go into the campaign, and in the campaign it would trap out, it would bust out at different points in the campaign, never the same place. I'd play multiplayer, all of a sudden
and it wouldn't save your games and stuff like that.
No, it wouldn't save the games. It would blue screen. I got so pissed I took it back. Traded it in for something else.
I never had a blue screen like that, but what I did have twice when I played the campaign, because I played the campaign just once through just to get it over with. Well, actually, no. I mean, I did play it once through, but I played the ending 3 times to get the 3 different endings. That gives you 3 guns for multiplayer. But when I was playing to the campaign, what Xbox does when a game crashes, it just goes straight to the home menu, and it's kind of seamless. It's like 1 minute you're playing, and then you're in the like, what happened? Like, did I say Xbox or home? But it just crashed, and that only happened twice during the campaign. Now, I never had any crashes in multiplayer, but I've had severe server issues when I was trying to play multiplayer when I first had the game. Like, just like it wouldn't detect any servers online.
Wouldn't find the servers. You'd find
servers. Just I couldn't join a game.
Find the server and it says there's 5 slots open and you can't get in. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, just all that kind of stuff. But
they've cleared that up though, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all cleared up.
How about getting in games with your friends?
Yeah, what about squads and parties?
It's actually like I would prefer like to have Battlefield 3 with squads, but you don't really need that. Like party works like that. So this is how it works. Like, so if I'm in a party, like an Xbox Live party, with my friends, and they're already in a game, then I start at Battlefield 4. As soon as I hit the main menu, I will be put into their game.
Wow, that sounds smoother than what I've been hearing.
Like, I think that's just something that some like people don't understand or confused about. Like if you're in a party, it works like squad. I think it would work better if they just had it in-game squad. But if you're in a party, it might be like this for PlayStation 2, I'm not sure. But like that may be the reason why they don't have squad, because they want party to be that. Because like it works fine. Like whenever I play with Nova a lot Battlefield, because he's the only friend I have who has Xbox One and Battlefield 4. Whenever me and him are both in a party, and he's already in the match or in a game, I just start the game and then I'm put into his session.
Pops you right in.
I'm not necessarily put onto his team though, which is the problem, or his squad, but I will be put into the same game as them. But with Battlefield 4, it's not as hard. It's not as hard to switch teams anymore, because like there's a lot of open spaces because the games are so big, like 64 players.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to swap teams. Like I can be on his team and his squad in a minute if the game's not full, which it usually isn't.
Yeah. So what's your default game mode that you like? Conquest, 64?
When I play with friends, usually Conquest. When I play by myself, usually team deathmatch, or like one of the smaller one of the smaller game types with smaller people, with smaller amounts of people. I don't like playing Conquest by myself.
Yeah.
So
hey, you ever gonna get Call of Duty Ghost?
Probably not. My younger brother at my dad's house, he got it for his PlayStation 3. I played it. It's okay, I guess.
You don't care for it, really?
I mean, like the only time I've ever gotten Call of Duty is when someone gives it to me. Like Black Ops 2, like someone gave that to me, and I just played it because I had it, and it was just something to pass the time, and it's a game on my shelf. So,
right.
So
you're not a fan? Are you a hater?
No, I'm not. It's just a game people like. I mean, like if it did different things, I would probably be a fan. If it didn't release every year, I'd probably be a fan because they have longer times to work on the game. Like, I mean, I don't hate Call of Duty. I've played it a lot.
You could take it or leave it.
Yeah. It's definitely at this point not worth spending $60 for me when I have other games I want to buy more.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone gave it to me, I would definitely play it. I'd play the crap out of it, especially on my Xbox One, to see how nice that game looks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks it. I mean, fucking grass blades, and when the wind blows, grass blades.
Yeah.
It looks real.
Yeah, but but speaking of looks, like my spacebar would look weird just for a minute. I don't know why. It looked like just for a second there, like my spacebar was like coming off the keyboard. Like I thought I broke my spacebar or something, but I guess not.
Did somebody slip something in your food or your drink? Are you tripping on mushrooms or something?
Oh no, it's just my space bar. My space bar just looks like it's. Oh, maybe it is kind of about to fall off. I'm not sure. I just noticed it looking at it right now. But first time I played Battlefield 4, I was in shock of how good it looked because I never had a really powerful PC, and I've never played a really nice looking game on PC. It just blew my mind at how nice the game looked on my Xbox One and my TV. And it took a while to get used to how I never played games that had such high detailed graphics and kind of like hyper realism kind of feel to it, and just the look. I'd never seen the game in such high graphics on such high settings before. So it took a minute or two. It took a little bit to get my eyes used to it, and then being at 60 frames per second. Battlefield's in 60 frames per second, right?
The new one is, yeah.
Yeah.
My wife can play now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's also something my eyes weren't used to because I'm used to playing in 30 frames per second. But I'm pretty sure Battlefield, I'm used to it now. It's not a bother when I play Battlefield anymore. But at first it was kind of jarring.
I think we talked about that before. My wife couldn't play Call of Duty on the 360 because she'd get vertigo.
I remember you mentioning that before.
And when we went to the Xbox One, she's a beast, man. I mean,
she plays all the time. She's probably on it right now, right?
Yeah.
I heard the machine gun fire. Yeah, his wife and his daughter are playing it all the time.
Oh, she goes ham, man. I mean, my daughter, she's 12, so she's like.
Yeah, so she's got good reflexes, not like us old farts.
And I'm like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my younger brother, he's 10. He's really more like me. He really has been getting into gaming for a while now. He's getting really into it now. But he's a little kid, so he really likes Call of Duty. So. Yeah,
the kids seem to like the Call of Duty.
Yeah. But something I'm really happy he's into, and this is his favorite game and his favorite series is Minecraft. Kids are really into Minecraft, but I'm really happy he's into that. That's a really nice creative game that.
Yeah. Now, how about you? Are you a Minecraft guy?
More so back in the day. Yeah. I mean, I actually was playing a lot. I was playing some today with Tom, me, and a friend from school. We're all playing it today, just going on Nova server because Nova has this map that we've been building on in creative mode, just adding to it for 3 years. So it has a lot of stuff on it. So we always go back and add more.
Wow, 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah, about 3
damn.
years. Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of effort.
You know what you should
work.
do? You should make a YouTube video make a tour of it.
Well, it's never done, so maybe at some point when we say it's done.
Well, of course it may not be done, but show off what you've already got.
Well, I haven't done most of building. It's most of it Nova's done. I just kind of I'm not really the kind of guy who's really good at building things, especially in the block format. But I can be pretty imaginative. So Nova, especially likes having me play Minecraft with him because I kind of just give him a suggestion or an idea. Then he figures out a way to kind of articulate my idea and kind of build it.
Yeah, well, so you should say, "Hi, this is Trent, and we're gonna take a tour of my friend Nova's Minecraft world."
Yeah,
and do a commentary.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I wouldn't be able to record it from my computer. I mean, I could, but his computer's pretty beefy, so he'd probably do it, record on his end.
Yeah,
but I could edit stuff like that. But that's just something we've been doing for a long time. Basically, the idea we had is making a map for a multiplayer server, but we never got to the point where we want to say it's done. So basically, we have a giant it's hard to explain how big this place is, but it's bordered off by a giant castle wall structure, and everything's kind of built inside. So, and we have sections of things. We have buildings that are based off real world houses, and we have sections that are based off Coliseums, and we've just been building and adding stuff in this whole space that we just sectioned off on the map. And then outside this area that we sectioned off is a giant moat made out of lava. And then we have just stuff that we started this almost 3 years ago, this map, and it's just something we go back to and add to. So.
Well, now you're definitely making me want to see a video.
Talking about it, we can do a little tour of what we have so far.
Getting massive, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty big. It's always fun to go back and add more to it. And he hosts a bucket server. It's a type of server you can host your Minecraft, and you can add plugins to bucket servers. So it's kind of an easy way to install mods that everybody can play if they're on that server.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
My daughter was using the PC for Minecraft, and then she got into a bad server. She got into something and got some malware on there, and I got the hostage virus. You know, where they tell you your your computer's been encrypted, and you have to pay this much money to cache.
Yeah. That happened to my computer. That happened to a computer in the class I was telling you about, the IT class.
Yeah.
A kid's station computer had that happen. It was ridiculous because like I don't even see how a kid got to a website on this, because like school networks block like pages.
Yeah.
Like I don't see, like, unless the kid had it like on a flat, like had the virus on a flash drive or something, and then he plugged it in and he did that. But yeah, but it's the first time I ever saw it in person. It was like the FBI has locked out his computer. You can pay this much to this place, and our teacher had to end up like I guess he formatted the system or something. You have to
do a low level format on the hard drive to get rid of it, I think.
Yeah, I mean he fixed it. So
yeah, she got the porno one, the kiddie porn one.
Wow.
And then you had to pay. It said this is the U.S. government. You have to pay $300 fine for possessing child pornography. Please send $300 within the next 30 minutes to Moneyline. And then it told you what name to name it under, and it, you know,
that's BS.
It junked the computer, man. I mean, it's a compact, and I don't know if there's even tools to do a low-level format on the hard drive anymore. So, what do you do?
So now she plays Minecraft on the 360.
I bought her her own Xbox, so she can play Minecraft, but.
Yeah.
So out of the games that are out right now, for the Xbox One, are there any of them that you're interested in?
Assassin's Creed, I know that.
Well, we know Assassin's Creed.
Two of them right now. I mean, I don't have a lot of money to spend, but like a game I would get to add to my collection for Xbox One would be Assassin's Creed 4, because I have not played that game at all. I didn't get it for 360 because I wanted to get it when I could get it for Xbox One to see it, and the best I can. And then another game that's out right now that I would want to get, I think is out right now, is the Tomb Raider definitive version.
Right.
They redid Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider that came out earlier.
Did you play the Tomb Raider before?
No, so I was like, wow, this would be a great chance to play that. But I have Assassin's Creed before that, though.
Yeah.
I might, because when my family got this Xbox for me, my dad told me he might be able to, because like he knew I was like I only got one game for it. He's like, well, after the first of the year, I might be able to help you get another game for us. Like, so I might need to talk to him about that so I can have something else to play.
So what about Need for Speed? I heard that was pretty cool.
Not really in the racing games. I mean, I bet it's pretty fun though. I mean, I have like I have 2 Need for Speeds, but the only reason why I have those is because a long time ago I bought a 360 from someone and they gave me all the games with it. So.
Oh. I'm into the racing games a little bit, but I'm not very good. The thing that
I have, like, I've never played them actually. I just have them on the shelf.
The thing that's frustrating about the racing games is it takes so much. It takes finesse. You have to. Everything's really hair trigger. When you're driving a Dodge Charger with a supercharger in it, I mean, it's like. You hit the gas on it, and the fucking thing does a 360, man.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's just how video games are. It takes finesse.
But that's why I don't like racing simulators, because, like, say, like, if you play a game like GTA 5, like, like, the driving physics are a little unrealistic, so you can do crazy things. You can go super fast and turn corners more easily than you could in a racing game. Like even in GTA, if you, like, go super fast, try to turn a corner, you will flip or something like that.
But you can just keep driving, and you just flip it over, and you end up like you just keep driving. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, like it's manageable, but like in like racing simulators and like the more advanced they get, it's just hard to drive. I can't do it because my instinct is like I'm going to go as fast as I can. I'm not going to take my finger off the trigger. Try to make a turn. I'm hitting the wall. I'm in last place.
Yeah.
And I've never been big into cars. Like that's a big reason why people play racing games, because like they're into cars and like customizing cars and like just looking at cars. I'm not.
So you're really a teenage boy and you're not into cars.
Oh, like the car I would be driving if I had some money to pay for my own gas would be my 1994 Nissan Altima. Like I don't really know automobiles. I just like if I could help it, it's like something that could drive and get me to point A to point B. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I like racing games, but I'm not a big car aficionado. I'll tell you though, like I have Forza, and that was one of the titles that I wanted was Forza when it came out, and the graphics are just unbelievable.
Yeah, that game's 1080p, 60 frames a second. I know that.
Yeah, and it shows every bit of it. It's neat.
Yeah. Well, I also heard Rise, Son of Rome looks phenomenal.
Yeah, like
the
that is the
graphics
nicest looking game I've heard of, like all the next gen games, like graphically.
But
I've heard the most mixed things about the game than any game probably in a very long time. It's so mixed.
didn't Pico say that the graphics were great and everything, but there was some parts of it that sucked that he didn't like?
Well, like the
he was
biggest
saying he
complaint
dug
is that it's repetitive, because like the combat's not really. It's like it gets kind of boring after a while, and it's.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
The combat gets boring after a while because like it's you do enough damage and then you do a finisher. You do enough damage and you do a finisher. And that's combat.
Right, that would get old.
But like the story is interesting to some people, but it's not interesting enough for some other people. Like it's so mixed. Like some people like it because it looks really good, and some people actually like the gameplay and find it fun because it's like just a hack and slash kind of game. And some people find it just not satisfying enough.
That can be fun. So what about the big MMO kind of games like League of Legends, Dota, stuff like that?
Those are MOBAs, not MMOs.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, well, like a MOBA stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena.
Okay, yeah. So I got it confused. But if you look at Twitch, the games that are the most viewed, it's always League of Legends is number one, and Dota is usually number two.
Yeah.
Those games are huge. They have gigantic fan bases.
Yeah, I've dabbled in League of Legends a little bit, mostly because I had friends because I have a few friends and the only games I really play are like League of Legends, so I tried playing with them, and it's not for me.
It's not
like
your cup
MOBAs
of tea.
Me neither.
Like the only problem, like it's not really a problem I guess with the game, but like the reason why I can't get into MOBAs is because to be really good at MOBAs, I mean to have fun at MOBAs, first off, to have fun at MOBAs you gotta be good at them, or you're gonna have a miserable time. And to get good at MOBAs, like basically the only way to be good at MOBAs is if you dedicate a lot of time to it.
Right.
And I have a lot of time as it is, and I don't want to spend all my time playing one game. So,
yeah,
like because the skill caps for MOBAs are so high, and it takes a lot of practice to get there. And like, and if you're not good and you're trying to get better, you're trying to learn, the community for those games are just awful.
Oh, are they?
That's
They're
what
just
I've
like
heard. Yeah, Drifter plays those, and he talks about how toxic the community is for those games. It's like way worse than Call of Duty.
Yeah, like the League of Legends toxicity is kind of like, I mean, like it's toxic because like so many people play it. Like it's a really big game, so you get all different kinds of people. You get nice people, you get young people, you get rude people. It's just that's the way I see it. Like it's so big that it just is kind of that way.
It's got its own demographic. I mean, it's demographically diverse.
Yeah, it's
more so than like Xbox or PS.
Right, and then but with League of Legends, because the game is centered on pure competitiveness. Like so is Call of Duty, but there's also lighthearted people. Like people also play Call of Duty lightheartedly,
very casually. Pop in.
But League of Legends and most MOBAs are completely just, it's all about the competitiveness of the game. And because it's a team game, if you do not know what you're doing or you're holding your team back, you just get slammed with insults and
people will hate you.
And it's so bad that the whole a big integral part of the lobby system for League of Legends works on reporting people or letting people know when they're good. So at the end of every match of League of Legends, you have an option to honor a player on your team or the opposite team, and that means they weren't mean, they weren't rude, and if I thumbs them up, they get I think they have they get more RP or which is riot points, or they get extra experience. I remember it's good for them to get thumbs up. So you can choose to honor your enemies or honor your teammates. But if they're bad, you can basically report them, or if they're rude. Because it's an option at the end of every match. That's how bad it is. So and that's
yeah. Well, this doesn't look like my cup of tea.
What about like Mass Effect? You ever get into that?
Yeah, Mass Effect is one of my favorite video game series of all time.
Is it? I like Mass Effect.
I own all 3 games and every piece of DLC content for every single one of those games.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I have them right here on the shelf. I love these games to death, and honestly, this game series would have been my number 1 favorite game series of all time if just it ended differently.
So you're one of the people that was upset about the ending.
Initially, yes. Like I remember my reaction because I got this game, played it for 2 days straight, did not look up anything online because I'm going to finish this game. This is going to be the definitive experience. And this game Mass Effect 3 was so hyped. It was this is going to be the end to the epic sci-fi trilogy. It's going to be definitive. It's going to change my life. It's going to just do it. It's going to, I don't know. It was because Mass Effect 1 and 2 were so good and it led up to such a good thing. And this game was good overall. I'm glad I bought this game and I would still buy this game today. But at the end, after the ending, I don't know if you know anything about the ending, but my reaction was what? That's it?
Tell me it ain't so.
It wasn't even like that. I was wait, is that the end? Wait, that's it? Wait, that? And then I just started Google Mass Effect 3 ending. Then I saw oh, the internet's kind of pissed off. And I was yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of endings that piss people off, I know that you're a zombie player on Black Ops 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have the DLC on that?
I ended up getting every DLC for Ops 2 except for the last one.
So you didn't finish the zombies thing?
No.
Oh. Well,
I'm not really into the zombie story. Tom's more into the zombie story than I am. I'm talking to him about it.
Well, the story it pissed people off. The way it ended, it pissed people off. Yeah.
See, I didn't hear about that.
I heard Tom talk about it. I just remember him just saying...
Peaches, come here. Peaches, come here. I'm going to pet her so she'll shut the hell up. Come here. Oh, there you go. Hey, for fun, earlier today, Ann and I went to a Chihuahua event. Here, let me pick up my stupid dog. Come here.
That's why she's barking, because she's jealous, because she smells all them other dogs on you.
There you go. Say hi to the world. You're on the internet. That's Peaches, the Chihuahua. Okay, you're knocking my earbuds off here. Oops, there goes one.
My dad had a Chihuahua for a very long time, since before I was born, and it died a few years back.
They live a long time.
Yeah, I think the Casey was the dog's name, lasted for about 15, almost 16 years. So
yeah,
so about 14 and a half years. Yeah, because she died when I was about 15. So
yeah, Isn't it true that smaller dogs live longer than the bigger dogs?
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's proven or not, but
that's what I've always heard. If you have a big old Labrador or something, it's probably not going to live as long as a terrier or a Chihuahua.
I can see that though. Thinking about it, I guess that kind of makes sense because I always do hear about bigger dogs dying sooner than smaller dogs.
Yeah, well, we went to this Chihuahua rescue thing. They were trying to find homes for Chihuahuas, and they had about 5, and they were just the cutest things you ever saw. I like Chihuahuas.
Yeah, they're cool little dogs, man.
Yeah. Well, I wish Peaches would just not bark at everything it's if somebody walks on the sidewalk, she barks. She barks.
Speaking of dogs, I got this for Christmas.
It's Ozzy. Well,
yeah. I got a friend of mine, my closest friend actually. Me and him are really into the Doge meme.
The Doge, yeah. I subscribed to that for a little while.
So so me and him always bring up Doge meme, and for a very long time, it's just it's a big, really inside joke. So he gave me this as a part of my Christmas present. so it sits on my desk.
Well, now when you see a Shiba, do you think of Ozymandias or do you think of the Doge?
Neither. It's a dog. It's the meme whenever I see it on the internet, you know. But I mean, I've never actually seen a Shiba Inu in person.
Oh yeah, I saw one today. There was a couple walking one. As like my wife said, "Oh, that's a cute dog." I said, "That's a Shiba Inu." They look like a fox, and they always have that curly tail, just like Ozymandias.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cute dog. Like if I would get a dog for like myself when I'm older and I have my own place, I might get one. Like that'd probably be a breed I consider.
Yeah, for sure. Well, they're small. They're smaller than a lot of other dogs.
Yeah, but they're not too small either. So
no, they're not too small. But well,
plus they only put out those little Tootsie Rolls. They don't put out those big cables that you got to pick up.
yeah, like
I got a Springer Spaniel, so he craps like a fucking horse.
Yeah, a dog's a lot of responsibility, and I wouldn't want to deal with that right after high school.
No.
Well, yeah, a cat is pretty good. They shit in a box. You don't have to take them out for walks.
They sleep 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
I mean, cats. I mean, I've had a lot of cats before, but it's nothing really draws me into a cat. Like it's just like I'm paying for him to shit in my house in a box.
There you go. Really.
Like I mean,
a dog you can play with.
He can play with, and he's really loyal. I mean, like cats can be like that too, but it's not as often.
Cat looks at you. You're like, you throw something for it to go play with, or you want to play with it, and the cat looks at you like, really?
Cat looks at you like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah, just like I don't know. I mean, a dog like is always genuinely happy to see you, and he just it's nice having a dog.
Dog comes up and runs up and jumps on you and pants all over you and lets you pet him, and a cat comes up and rubs on your leg and gets fur on your pants.
I mean, it's all about preference, so it's what you like better.
Well, I have a cat, and my cat is very affectionate and very glad to see me when I come home. So, I have an exceptional cat.
We've got 2 cats.
Yeah.
One's a really nice cat, really mellow, and the other cat we call Psycho.
So, do they fight with each other ever?
They play fight, yeah. They're both good mousers.
Yeah, ours is a good mouser too. We don't have any mice. In fact, 3 different occasions I found dead birds in our house. The cat, I don't know how the cat gets a dead bird. Or, I know how the cat kills a bird, but we have a sunroom off the living room that I guess, a bird could manage to get into that. And the cat has somehow managed on 3 occasions to catch and kill birds in our house. It's really disgusting when you're walking, you come home and just like you're walking through and it's like there's this fucking dead bird on the ground, on the floor. It's like, ugh.
I got an interesting story about a dead bird too. A few months ago, this one time, I opened up the back seat of my grandmother's car, and then on the floorboard in the back seat of the car is a dead bird. And and she hasn't drove this car in a few weeks. I'm like, there's a dead bird in here, and she's like, what? What are you talking about? Like, there's a dead bird on the floorboard. I'm not touching it. Like, I'm being serious. I'm not kidding. And she comes, and it's hot. Like it's hot in the car. And she has not driven the car or been in the car for weeks. So that means the bird got trapped in the car and just suffocated and died.
It probably stinks in there.
I mean, that was a while ago, so it's all been aired out and stuff. So,
man,
because I was smelling something, and then when I went to open the back seat, it was there. I'm like, that's really sad. The bird just got trapped in there and then croaked.
Oh,
fire out.
Are you an animal lover?
I mean, it's just kind of sad to see an animal just die that way, just trapped in a car and then suffocate.
Yeah, it would be.
I love animals. They're very tasty.
Yeah, I mean, I like meat. I like food. I also like. It's really complicated.
I believe in being kind to animals and stuff. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, no. One of my best friends is a vegetarian.
I get a little hot around the collar when I see someone like beating their dog. Or, as a matter of fact, I've taken care of a few people that I caught abusing their animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I never see the point in like causing harm to a living animal, like for no reason.
And that was the situation in both of these cases. So I gave him a little knuckle sandwich for lunch.
Yeah, Flex has a reputation back in the day of being a fighter, a brawler. Now, I somehow have managed to avoid most fisticuffs throughout my life. I'm just a reasonable person, and I'd like to get away with all my teeth intact.
What? I mean, you don't want to go to the dentist and pay $15,000 for this?
Pretty good set of choppers, though. I mean,
He does have a good set of choppers, yeah. Mine are all crooked and crazy and shit.
Mine aren't perfect, but like nobody complains about them, so it's good enough for me. I don't want to spend the money for braces and stuff.
About 2 days ago, I got a toothache. This one right back here is hurting, and we have an appointment for a cleaning next Saturday, so I'm just going to live with it until then.
Looking forward to that, I'll bet.
Well, yeah. Every time I eat, it hurts. It's like I can press on it, and it kind of hurts. I don't know what's wrong.
Uh-oh.
I was just at the dentist a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I remember you had a deep cleaning.
Yeah. Well, that's called, I forgot what they call that. This is just a standard kind of cleaning where they make your teeth nice and white.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get that Hollywood smile. So Justin Bieber has been in the news this week.
That's true.
It is true. You know, in a way, I feel kind of sorry for him. And the reason I say that is because his whole life he's been in the spotlight. He really did work hard to get where he's at. Initially, and now it's all falling apart on him, man. He's fallen into all the traps, all the pits, and it's sad, man.
Well, that's what happens to young people when they have so much opportunity and no guidance like that.
Well, yeah. It'd be nice just once to have some star who's like some big superstar teen who doesn't become a cliche, like Amanda Bynes or
I mean, there are child stars like that, but they just get out the spotlight and they just live their lives after and stop acting. Those are the success stories, the ones you don't hear about.
Right.
Like did you hear about what's his name? Dylan and Cole Sprouse. They're the Sprouse twins. They had a pretty successful
Sweet Life
twins.
Oh yeah. Sweet Life.
Yeah,
Cody and Zach. Yeah.
And they're about, I think they're 19 or 20 now. And so one of the twins was sending out pictures of his physique to a girl or something, or probably his girlfriend or something, and then ended up getting leaked.
Was it a dick pic?
Kind of, like he was like completely because when he was younger and you could see it in the show, like they were kind of like a little pudgy. They weren't really ever overweight. But like one of the twins have recently been working out a lot. It's Dylan, not Cole. So Dylan Sprouse has been working out a lot lately. He's been taking just normal photos of himself, and I guess the girl, probably his girlfriend or something, or someone he wanted to show to. Like he kind of has his dick in his hand, like you can't really see it. Sent it, ended up getting leaked.
Oh no!
So and he never it wasn't like he's not a bad person at all. And I'm pretty supportive of him. I like his show when I was younger, and the way he handled the situation was really remarkable. He sent out some tweets saying I'm sorry I just got out. This wasn't my intention. I've been really working, and then he wrote a whole blog post about it. He's like I've been working out a lot lately. I've been trying to show off I've been proud of my.
So he's proud, so he's going to show it off.
He's proud of his body, but he's not proud of how this happened, how this got leaked.
Right.
But then something he mentioned, which is kind of true, but is also before I talk about the other thing, he updated his Twitter bio, and he's like, Dylan Sprouse, the child star who didn't grew up to do meth, didn't do meth or drugs or got arrested, but ended up having a nude leak. It was pretty sarcastic, the situation. He took it like lightheartedly, you know, because he's really not a bad role model at all. And I still, it just, you know, it just happened. It's not even a mistake. Like you know, someone who he didn't trust ended up sending those photos out. I mean, someone who he trusted sent that out. You know,
that's
it's just kind of messed up.
That's just lame.
But like, but the way he said, he wrote a whole blog post. I read it all in one sitting. Basically, he said like, he's sorry he got out. He's sorry he got out, but he's not sorry he took the pictures because he doesn't understand really why people are so crazy about nudity. Anyways, like it should be as big a deal as it is.
He's a human being, for crying out loud. Right. You know, I mean.
Yeah, and I liked how he said how, you know, that's true. Like I don't know why, like, nudity is as big as a deal as it is, and why is it so wrong for him to send a picture to people? Like, it's not like he's doing porn or something like that. He's, you know,
you can have a movie and you can have people chop. You can have let me put it this way: you can have a PG-13 movie and it can be a terror movie. People can get their arms chopped off, heads chopped open, everything else. And you show one titty shot, and people will have like a regular conniption fit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's human bodies. It's not wrong. We all have these parts, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times and places to show these things, but we shouldn't slander people for being comfortable with themselves.
No.
I don't know. The whole Just Me thing reminded me that like there are some people who are in the spotlight who do grow up and, you know, just become normal.
Right now,
even though that ended up happening to him, he's still, you know, a good kid and a good role model.
Well, right now, Bieber's in Panama with Usher and his agent or his manager and somebody else, and they're having an intervention. That's from TMZ.
Yeah, I saw something about that. I'm not really interested in the whole thing, so.
Wow. Well, it could be just one of those kind of things because Justin Bieber is a kiddie idol, and like maybe he's like thinking of the next stage where he crosses over to be, you know, because most of these teen idols, their career ends when they are not a teen anymore, and he's getting to that age where, you know, he either makes the jump to adult or he fades away as an ex-teen idol. So maybe he's trying to cement his, you know, his persona as a bad boy to gain more. Oh, he's not just that squeaky clean, you know.
Or maybe he's an idiot.
Maybe he's an
idiot. I'm pretty sure none of it was intentional. Because like when people want to change their image, they don't get arrested for, you know, for drag racing and drugs, etc. Like example, like. Look at Miley Cyrus. She just started slowly over time just changing her overall appeal. She never had to do anything criminal to prove that.
That's true.
And I think she has succeeded. Her image is no longer squeaky
different.
clean.
Yeah. No, she's the opposite. Like, I will tell you, like when I was younger and I watched like Miley Cyrus as Hannah Montana on TV, it was like a girl as wholesome and beautiful as her would be like any like teenage boy's like dream girl. Like the way she used to look and act, and was like, you know. But I guess she got sick of that. And
I'll let you in on a little secret. Old Flex used to watch the two boys on Sweet Life on Deck, and I also watched Hannah Montana.
Well, you have a daughter.
Yes, I do have a young daughter, so I did watch a lot of Selena Gomez and a lot of Hannah Montana. But hey, some of it's pretty good programming, so.
Well, you know, Anne likes the Disney Channel. There's a bunch of shows with young people on it, sitcoms and stuff like that. And I think some of them are kind of entertaining.
Some of them are pretty hilarious, actually, I think.
Yeah, I like Dog with a Blog.
I mean, when you're up when you're up at 2:30 in the morning and there's nothing on TV to watch, there's some pretty cool stuff on the Disney Channel, man. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I don't really know what's on Disney Channel or on TV anymore. I just do not watch TV. Internet.
Don't you? use the internet to get all your information.
Internet is where Netflix to watch like movies or television shows, and I use the internet and YouTube for everything else. Like it's between Netflix, just my computer. So no,
like news.
That's the only thing I use TV, because like in the mornings I get ready and I turn on my local Channel 4 station to watch news, and that's it. That's the only TV I get.
Yeah, and it's like news. You get information so much faster on the internet that's my same situation for watching the news. Is when I'm getting ready in the morning and I flip the news on, or if I want to know what the local weather's going to be. But when it comes to news, I mean,
the internet's a better place for it.
It's on the internet right now.
So what's your first source for news? Mine is Huffington Post.
I use Huffington Post quite a bit.
I don't actually seek out news. I guess I just kind of find it. I don't know. I guess because I check Facebook every day just to check Facebook, in case anything's going on I need to know about, because I use Facebook for a lot of stuff.
Well, Twitter keeps you informed about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and Twitter. Between Twitter and Facebook, I get and also I'm subscribed to a guy on YouTube, Philip DeFranco. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, Philip DeFranco has a Monday through Friday news show, and that's where some of the more interesting news things he talks about I hear about, because I typically watch the show most days, Monday through Friday. So.
Yeah.
Philip DeFranco?
Yeah, Philip DeFranco. He has the Philip DeFranco show on YouTube.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
he's a pretty big channel.
Yeah, pretty big channel.
Well,
it's mainly a news channel. He does a news show Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I'm
subscribed to some YouTube channels that like gaming news, like Review Tech USA, the Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Couple of others.
The news channels I'm like the gaming channels I subscribe to that kind of give out news is Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter. They do a lot of news. Also, Rev 3 Games.
Right, with Adam Sessler.
With Adam Sessler. I love Adam Sessler. He's my favorite gaming journalist.
He lives in San Francisco. He lives where I live.
I would love to meet him. I've been watching ever since he was on G4.
Yeah, I'd like to meet him too. He's really an interesting study.
It is a shame what happened to G4.
It really is.
The internet is what killed it. Same way how Netflix killed Blockbuster, when something new, when the internet's killing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, though. I mean, it's progress. I mean, it sucks people lose jobs and those businesses lose out, but if they're not useful, that's progress of what happens.
Yeah, Rev 3 is a good site for gaming news.
Yeah. And not just Adam Sessler, everybody on that site, I trust.
They got a whole crew of people.
Yeah, I mean, I trust everybody on that site and their opinions, and they have really good opinions and really good reviews.
Well, things that off topic here, but the things that killed Blockbuster was, I'll give you a direct example of what killed Blockbuster. When the 360 came out and they were going to rent 360 games, you had to give them a credit card, and they kept that on file. And then, how did that work? They charge your card.
That's awful.
And then they pre-charge your card, have an order sitting there. And if you didn't bring the game pack, they charge you. And the guy told me that, and I said, "You're serious?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "I'm not putting a credit card on file here. See you later." And I think I went with GameFly after that. I used GameFly for a while.
Well, Netflix and Redbox are pretty much acknowledged as what killed Blockbuster. Because you know what? There's Redboxes all over town, and people use those.
Yeah. For a very long time, when I was in a bad living situation, and the only thing I had as entertainment was single player, just not any online multi, no internet, just basically play single player games on old consoles and DVDs. A lot of movies would watch, rent a whole bunch of movies for $1, watch them all, just it's a good way to get movies fast, because Redbox $1 for a movie a night.
Yeah, they have one in front of my 7-Eleven. Right.
Yeah,
right down the street.
I have probably around 8 or 9 in my town, probably.
Yeah, there's one in my Safeway.
They're everywhere.
And you can get
Like
games too.
There's one at my McDonald's. There's one at the Walmart. There's one at Publix, which is a chain of grocery stores here. There's one at like every convenience store. It's just like, and then there's a ton of convenience stores in my town. So there's a ton of bread boxes.
So
Hey, those games. If you rent those games, what does it cost to rent the games?
It's like $2 a night.
Well, that ain't bad if you want to try a game out and see if it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's always GameFly. You could do a.
Well, you know what I got fed up with GameFly is I could never get. They always say they don't. They mix it up so that you get when a new title comes out, every so often you get the new title when it releases. And I was with GameFly for like a year and a half, and in a year and a half I got one fucking new release. And that was it. And after that I was just like, and then the other thing was they kept coming and they were broke and they were scratched, and the mailman was ripping them off out of my mailbox. Because, they came in those blaze orange packages. You could tell it was a GameFly thing. And I had several that were ripped off in transit.
So when you have to send them back, do you have to explain, I never received it?
You have to go online on the GameFly site and tell them that you never received the game. And then they report it to the post office and they investigate it.
Yeah.
But for GameFly, there's nothing wrong with GameFly. I mean, they've got a huge collection of games, and you can get some of the old ones and stuff that you can't find anywhere else.
True.
Yeah. I'm not really into renting games though.
No, I'm not either, because they're usually hashed up. They're all trashed, and there's nothing more frustrating than getting into a great game and getting like 2/3 of the way done with it, and boom, somebody's put a scratch in it and you can't finish the fucking thing.
I've had that happen before.
I have too, and it's just frustrating as all hell. That's why I quit GameFly, because
the games are beat up and scratched and all that.
Yeah, that happened to me on, what game was it? It might have been a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get to the end of it.
Well, they're trying
the way I see it now, though, it's more like if it's even worth renting it, I might as well just put the investment and get the game and have it to my library. So, that's the way I see it.
Well, $60 is a lot to buy a game on faith.
Right.
I'm going to usually check out every kind of review, and I'd preferably like to see some gameplay on YouTube or something.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. When they come out with a title like Lollipop Chainsaw, and they got a chick that looks like that holding a chainsaw on the poster, I'm buying it, buddy.
That's right. Hey, if you're interested, Flex on his channel has put up a few Lollipop Chainsaw videos, so you can check that out. Now let's talk about March 11th.
Oh,
Titanfall, baby. You didn't get a chance to be on the alpha, right?
No. Did you?
No.
No, Mango did, though. One of the guys we know got in on the alpha.
Sweet.
Now he hasn't talked too much about it.
Well, I think what he got, you're not in the alpha yet. They sent out emails to people that are going to be potential candidates.
No, they already had the alpha last weekend.
Oh, it was last weekend, so he did get in on the alpha. Okay.
Yeah, he said he played it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, now I saw some footage. Now, you're not supposed to put it on YouTube, but there was some leaked gameplays that people had recorded and put on alternative sites like Vimeo and Dailymotion and stuff like that. Did you see any of that?
No.
It looks good, man.
If I got the alpha, I would record it too, just to keep it. Like, I would record it like every match and like put it on my external hard drive and just to keep it.
Yeah, really. So that's a game that you're gonna get, right?
Yeah, most likely. If I had the money at the time. Like, I haven't pre-ordered yet. I need to pre-order like between now and then. I will though. Like I just been kind of been focusing on my funds towards February 14th.
Oh, Valentine's Day, because you got a girlfriend.
Yeah, I just try to make sure I have money at the time. So and I just kind of want to get her something just nice. I don't get a lot of money, but when I do, I try to save it.
All right. So, are you in love?
No, I mean, I've been dating her for about a month and a half now, so.
So good friends.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like making those kind of holidays nice. So. Yeah, especially for people to care about, and it's gonna be kind of like our first holiday thing together. So might as well try to make sure I can get her something and do something nice with her.
Well, all right. So you're gonna get her flowers, candy, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, and think about getting her a book if she might want just as a gift with that stuff too.
All right.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm just not I'm not going to spend a whole ton of money on it. I'm just making sure I have money between then and now, so I can spend the money on that, and then whatever money I have left over is for me.
I say get her something from Fredericks of Hollywood.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah. We're old. Yeah, we're old.
That's naughty lingerie.
Oh, that's a store or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a joke.
I do know of the Adam and Eve sexual store. That's the only mainstream sex related store I know of.
Yeah, there you go. There's all kinds of things for toys for older girls and boys.
Okay.
I can't even go in places like that yet. In a few months I can once I'm 18.
So when do you turn 18?
April. So a few months away.
April
I'll be 18.
what?
23rd.
April 23rd. All right, you'll be a grown up.
Hey, did you say April?
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you that the Flex family is going to see Black Sabbath in April?
Oh. No, you didn't.
I don't know how much, what kind of a rock music fan you are, but Black Sabbath for me is like the Holy Grail. And
it's like Jesus.
Yeah, and it's like the last chance that, they're going to tour. So it's like, we're going to see Black Sabbath.
I'm not just really into music. It's a lot of work just to follow bands and artists, and it's just too much work. I put so much time following technology related stuff. I don't really have time to follow music, I guess.
Yeah.
I like music. I play music. I just don't really go out my way to listen to specific bands and figure out when their albums are releasing and listen to whole albums. I got friends who are really into music. It's not for me.
Yeah. Well, Flex is a rocker. He's a rocker, baby.
Yeah, I'm a rocker.
and there's not really one type of music I like. I like just, if it sounds good and it's catchy, I listen to it. It doesn't matter what genre. So
I'm the same way. I'll listen to anything. I mean, I name it, man. I like it. As long as it sounds good and it's catchy, man. I mean, cool.
I hear the gunfire in the background. Your wife is playing, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel a little bit.
That's okay. It's a video game related show, so
it's okay. It's all right. Hey, it's way less annoying than my barking chihuahua.
Yeah, and it sounds just kind of like just a really light noise in the background.
Well, I can tell she's not sniping. She's using an AR.
Yeah, she's no sniper. She's a running gunner, just like the old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, most snipers are running gunners nowadays, though, in video games.
Yeah, quick scoping is bullshit. I hope to God that Titanfall...
They said Titanfall will not have quick scoping.
Well, they said
that... I know they did, but... I'm just saying, they drew a line in the sand and said we're not gonna put facilities into the game that's going to allow you to quick scope. So whatever that means, I don't know.
Well, no matter what, people will be able to run around and use a sniper. Like what they're probably going to do is just make it so that the aim down sights time is going to be really slow, So
yeah.
and like so when you pull up your sniper, you're going to shoot, like, and you're going to wait to shoot, kind of thing.
I want to know, why is auto aim in shooters? I mean, wouldn't it be better if it was just out?
No, then nobody would be able to kill each other. Because, I mean, especially on consoles, like analog sticks, I mean, yeah, it works for like general aiming, so I can generally aim in the person's direction. But like, it's not extremely accurate, and when people are running and sprinting at full speed, you got to have a little. It's mostly you're aiming, but it's just a little bit of assistance, so that once, I guess, kind of like the way to explain it, like once you fire, it's going to kind of like go in a direction in a sense. It's kind of just assistance.
It's compensation.
Yeah. So it's necessary, especially for online when there's delays between people. It's just, I mean, it wouldn't work without some kind of assistance.
Hey, did you see the video on YouTube of the guy that got the double sniper shot at 1,000 yards?
I heard about it.
Yeah.
I think Shiz posted it.
Yeah, it's a Battlefield 4.
It was, yeah. He got two in succession. He nailed two people at 1,000 yards out.
With two shots, or was it like a collateral?
It was two shots, I think. I don't think he hit one guy and killed the other guy. I think it was two shots, one after the other.
Yeah, I heard about that.
In Battlefield, long distance sniping is really hard because you really got to compensate for the bullet drop.
Yep.
So I can see why that would be pretty impressive.
All right.
That's one of my favorite lines from Lethal Weapon. You guys see Lethal Weapon?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
When Raj and Riggs are standing by his truck, and he goes, one time in Laos, in a high wind at 1,000 yards, it took a man out. Maybe only 8 guys in the world could have made that shot. It's the only thing I was ever good at, Raj.
Heavy drama.
Heavy drama. Drama!
I was acting! Hey, how's the acting going?
Yeah.
Pretty good. The musical was pretty successful, and the next one my school is doing will be between May 8th and 11th, but we don't know what show we're doing yet. We will between next week and the week after, between that time.
Cool.
All right.
Because the way our musical theater director does it is he goes through stages of auditions to figure out what kind of talent each show has to offer, so he can pick a show. It's not like he picked a show that people audition. That way, I mean, sometimes we do that. Show can turn out to be off. It can end up awful if you don't have people to play the right parts.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So what he does is first he has an initial singing audition, so we all go sing and show off what singing ability we have. Then he has a dancing audition. He has 2 separate dancing auditions this time. I think he usually just has one. But we did the singing and dancing auditions Wednesday and Friday this last week, and then sometime this week, I think this next Friday is going to be the last dancing audition. Then after that, he's going to pick the show, and then he's going to have callbacks, which will be like the people who... So he's going to look at everybody, see what they're good at, going to pick certain people for the musical, then have an audition, have callback auditions.
All right. So did you sing and did you dance?
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of work involved in that.
All right.
Yeah, like our musical theater department in the past is an award-winning, top-of-the-line musical theater department, all because of Mr. Jim Pignato as our musical theater director. He's a really talented guy. He's been directing shows since the 1970s.
Wow.
He's really old.
Wow.
I think he's got like about 20 years on you guys.
Wow. So,
I mean, he's fully live and active. Yeah.
wow, but he's really experienced.
Yeah, he's done like over 40, almost 50 shows, I think, over his whole career.
Damn. So,
So-
what number did you audition?
Well, for the singing audition, I was like, I'm gonna get this over with, so I just went in like second or third, because like we just kind of just went in any order.
Did you sing
And then-
something in particular?
Oh yeah, I sang Mr. Cellophane from the show Chicago.
All right. Can you
Yeah, 'cause
give us a couple of bars?
No.
No, because then we'll get a hit on our YouTube that
Yeah,
says
yeah,
we
yeah,
got
yeah.
copyrighted material.
We have a copyright.
I only sang it just for the audition. I don't particularly, and I just asked my friends, my girlfriend, for songs that'd be good because I'm not really big into same way. I'm like the only thing I'm really invested in is video games. It's the only things I follow and know about wholeheartedly. So I was like, okay,
technology.
Technology, video games. That's the stuff I follow. That's the stuff I know a lot about. So and I like acting, I like singing, I like stuff like that. I just don't follow it. So I was asking people, like, what song should I sing? Help me pick a song. And my girlfriend suggested Mr. Cellophane from Chicago because it's an easy song to sing and, it's a good audition song. So that's what I went with. And it was an easy enough song to learn. And then for the dancing audition, we learned a dance from White Christmas as a dance just to learn to show if we can follow instructions and basically dance. So, and that was Friday. That was kind of a difficult thing to learn, but that's but this time our musical theater director wants to do a more dance intensive show, so he wants us to do a second dancing audition with a more complicated dance.
So if you're required to dance, you're going to dance.
Well, yeah, that's how the show works. Like, so after this next Friday, after this last audition, he's going to have callbacks, and then the people who are chosen for lead roles are going to go and audition, and then whoever does best for each part will get the role. So,
all right, well, we're pulling for you, Bubby.
Well, I mean, I know I'm going to get a lead role, and it's not because I don't think I'm that great. It's just that there's not a whole lot of guys in musical theater, because there's not a whole lot of guys who want to be in musical theater.
Okay.
So like, I think we had about around 18 guys, which is more than we had last time, but a lot of them don't have theater experience, and a lot of them. So like, I mean, I've only been in one show, but that's a lot more experience than never being in a show. And Mr. P, also our musical theater director looks at like kids' attitude and seriousness and experience. So me and my friends who've been in shows in the past are who are guys who are basically guaranteed for a male part. But it's kind of like a competition of who's going to get the top male part if it's a show like that, which we don't know what kind of show it'll be. So.
Well, we're rooting for you. Hopefully you get get the girl and everything.
I mean, like, I did that once already. I was already the male lead. I just wanted to be in the show and have fun and have decent enough parts because I want to act more than anything. I don't want to sing and dance. Like, I'm gonna do it because I want to be in the show. But like, the thing that interests me is acting. So
right. So what was the play that you guys did?
The Little Mermaid.
Ah. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I played this guy, Prince Eric. My shelf is starting to get lots of little figurines on it. A friend of mine who was in the show gave out all the lead roles, like almost all the lead roles, like statues of their character. So I have them sitting on my desk.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and then
that's nice of them.
And then wait, I think I could show it maybe if I can get my camera around. One of my friend's moms framed this for me.
All right.
It's the playbill.
Yeah, it's a poster for the show. Palaca High School Musical Theater Department presents the Disney's Little Mermaid Jr. Yep.
Cool.
So I have that framed up, and I'll probably get that framed up too.
Well, bravo.
I can dance. I can sing.
Bravo.
I can do most anything.
Yeah, that was a pretty successful show. The community really loved it. All the little kids loved it. I still got people to this day like recognizing me from when they went to see a show and said how good of a job we did. So. And when I got a haircut a few weeks ago, two of the barber's daughters were there, and they're like, and my hair was longer a few weeks ago. If you guys remember, you guys remember my hair was a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And like these, and I had my hair down. And these little girls were like, "Wait, your hair grows so fast?" And because my hair was styled for the show. So and they recognized my face from the show. And they're asking all these questions about like my hair. It's like, no, I had it back and stuff. And like, don't cut your hair off. And like,
you got fans. You got fans, man.
It's just, it was really fun.
Well, so are you getting the acting bug? Are you gonna like thinking about going to Hollywood or something?
Probably not. It's just kind of a hobby thing to do in high school.
Okay.
So it's fun though. So.
Look at this guy, though. He's got fans and everything. He walks down the street, and he can't even walk down the street without people, like, going up to him and...
Well, I mean, we have a kind of a small town, so most people saw the show. So that's kind of how it is for most people.
Please, no autographs. All
Yeah,
right.
but like, but after every show, we would go outside and greet all the kids.
Oh, okay.
So and of course, everyone wants to go see the Little Mermaid herself. So I kind of had this. I kind of usually went back inside a little early to get undressed after every show. So yeah, because like I mean, like it's it's a Little Mermaid. It's about her. So the kids want to see her and give her hugs and stuff. So.
All right. Well, sounds cool. It's good to see that you're doing good, wholesome stuff, my brother.
Yeah, doing lots of stuff all the time. Usually busy, but this next show, yeah. As soon as I know what show it is, I'll let you guys know. Like we'll know probably at the end of next week or the week after.
Yeah, so
Definitely by the week after, and then we'll know what show it is, and then yeah.
send us a Skype message. And you know what? We need to see some more YouTube videos. It's like I watched your last Halo one. I'm waiting for another one.
Just this semester I'm taking online classes, so that's taking up some time at home now too. So
Oh,
yeah,
got to do the shul work.
yeah, definitely this summer compared to last summer, I'll be able to do a lot more because I have a lot more tools at my disposal now to make some cool videos, and also there'll be a lot of games coming out for the Xbox One this summer. Like Titanfall's coming out in March. There's gonna be a Destiny beta. Every game I get between then and now, I'll eventually finish Halo when I get the chance, like the CE. You just haven't had the chance to play it. And like today was like my first day. I got to sit down and just play games with some people because I have not really been playing games too often. Like if I had the time, I would still play games like 20 plus hours a week like I would usually do, but I just don't have the time much anymore.
Well, then we're extra especially grateful that you were able to give us a little bit of your time.
Yep, we appreciate it.
Oh yeah, like I figured you guys would, because you haven't told me after last time. Just whenever you're interested in being on, just ask because you guys can always use a guest. So
Yep,
Always
hit us
can.
up.
yep.
Absolutely.
So I figured I just thought about it after earlier today. I was like, probably I was wondering if just thought about the show. I was like, it's been a few weeks, so
Because if me and Yam don't have a guest, we get a little goofy.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks we didn't have a guest, so we just had to go on just his ugly mug and my ugly mug.
Yeah, last week, let's see, the big thing last week was I wore my onesie.
He wore his onesie, yeah. Hey, did you see the one before that where it's like they have the labels on the screen, and it's like yours said douchebag flex, douchebag yam. I don't know.
yeah. And
I don't
also
know if you noticed
gave me a
that.
good chance to try out this for the show.
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah, I'm like, and also ever since I got this, I've been doing some voice acting too. Since it's good enough quality to do that.
All right.
Cool, excellent.
Well, it just looks cool, It's round and shiny and has a nice, cool red light on it.
Yeah, it's really good quality. Really like it. Really grateful for it. Thank you again.
Sure. So, do you think we're ready to put this one in the can?
Yeah,
I think so.
ready when you guys are.
All right, so
So-
so if you guys have been watching this far, then thank you. Bulletproof Underwear
thank you,
number
loyal.
83.
Thank you, loyal.
I appreciate your support. So
And loyalty.
and your loyalty. I am your co-host Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And of course, we would like to thank our very generous guest, Mr. tgizzle.
Yay.
423.
Always a pleasure.
Oh no, you froze.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, there you go. You're moving again. All right. Okay, cool.
Let's do it.
So,
I just picked up my webcam that time. I was too lazy to get up.
he's already
that's
that lazy.
That's the ultimate laziness there.
It's just like,
Just reach up there and
yeah, that's what I did.
Well, it was
right.
good talking to you.
So this
Hey, man,
is going to
if I
go up
see
not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow.
Okay.
If I see you doing Battlefield, man, I'll hit you up and we'll do
Yeah,
some playing.
definitely, because we always Like me and Nova always need to meet more people in our squad when we play, but we don't get a chance to play too often though. So, but yeah, when I see you, definitely I'll add you to the party.
All right. Also, I wanna try out Killer Instinct. So I wanna have your Jago and my Jago bitch slap each other.
I did that with Nova. Oh, Killer Instinct though, I have no idea. I had like 3-4 people try to figure out how to play with your friends online. We don't know how.
I just button mash.
But like how to get into a game with your friends.
Oh,
I've done it. I noticed that too. I tried to go in with Yam, and it gave me a bunch of crap.
There's no option for it, and like what ended up happening is we just end up random searching a bunch of times. I end up with a game with someone in the party, but like I don't know how. I'm going to look it up online next time I play Killer. I mean, I uninstalled it because I never play it, but I would reinstall it again if someone asked me to. But yeah, that's a little ridiculous. Like, there's no easy way to play with your friends.
Your hard drive ain't full yet. Reinstall it.
Yeah, but like if I don't know. I'm kind of like I always like as much space I can have on everything. If I'm not using something, I get rid of it.
Okay.
So,
I'm that way too.
Well, darn, I want to try it out with somebody. You know, it's like I played my sister Bejewel, and that's the only person.
Well, you can play matches online, so you can just fight random person online.
Well, if I fight random persons online, I'll get my ass kicked 10 ways, 10 times. You know, I want somebody else who doesn't know shit.
Well, maybe tomorrow night we can play because double XP weekend will be over.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm not usually on much besides Skype whenever I'm on my computer doing schoolwork throughout the weekdays mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, me and Yam can do it anyway.
Because most days I'm either coming home doing online classes, or I'm gonna be with friends after school for a few hours and come home and do stuff. Yeah, but in the next few weeks, things are going to get really busy for me with the musical because it's starting to get into the swing of things now. Because once these auditions are over, then she'll be picked, and then we'll start really getting into the rehearsals, and then it'll be into a really big thing in the next few months. It's going to start to snowball.
You have something us older people are starting to lose. It's called having a life.
Yeah. Well, most of my time is spent either playing video games or dicking around or working, which I spend a tremendous amount of my time doing.
Well, online is also my life too. I just haven't been able to be online as much. So
yeah,
like being online, playing online games can be very entertained and very happy for a very long time, especially when I have a lot of friends to spend a lot of time with. And I have lifelong friends who I made online, so you know. I consider it's very as much as important part of my life as you know my everyday stuff too outside online.
Yeah, I actually heard my wife holler in my name, like. Anyway, so we're gonna let you go.
All right.
So, all right, take it easy, Trent.
Thanks greatly.
Okay, it was fun.